Hey, future weapon enthusiasts. I'm Nick Young, the CEO of Desert Tech. And last week we took you on a deep dive into the Wolverine and its accuracy capabilities. We showed you several different setups and different ammunitions and different barrel lengths and support systems to try to kind of illustrate the differences in the accuracy results. This week we're going to cut to the chase and just show you the very best results that we were able to achieve. I'm happy to report that in both the 6.5 Creedmoor and the T23 Remington, we were able to achieve average 5-shot groups at 1 minute of angle or smaller, so that's pretty awesome. And in the 308, we were able to achieve average 5-shot groups of 1.25 minutes of angle. So exceptional performance when firing a short stroke piston autoloader. That means that the system has the right ammunition, has a great suppressor, and that it's consistently performing. So first, we're going to illustrate the 6.5 Creedmoor accuracy. You can see there are 5-shot groups for a total of 25 shots fired at these 5 diamonds. In the 5-shot groups, we averaged 0.86 MOA with an average mean radius of 0.27 MOA. The smallest group that we fired was in the center diamond, and it measured 0.625 MOA. And the second smallest was the bottom left group, and it measured 0.64 MOA, followed by the top left group that measured 0.756 MOA, then the bottom right group at 0.983 MOA, and then the top right group was the largest group that measured 1.32 MOA. Unfortunately, that group was the tightest but had a flyer, so that opened it up quite a lot. So you can see that all of the groups, except for the one with the flyer, measured under 1 MOA. So that's really great accuracy for a autoloader in 6.5 Creedmoor. So if we counted the best 4 out of 5 shots in the 6.5, which would be 80% of the shots fired, so an 80% probability of the accuracy, then what would it look like? Now the numbers actually drop quite a lot. So the average group size drops from 0.86 MOA down to 0.49 MOA, and the average mean radius drops from 0.27 MOA down to 0.19 MOA. And so what does that tell you? That 80% of the time the gun is shooting under half minute of angle, which is pretty freaking awesome. However, there's one shot that opens it up in each of these 5-shot groups. So that's pretty neat. So with the best 4 shots, then our smallest group is the bottom left target, which is 0.34 MOA, followed by the top right target, which is 0.424 MOA, and then the middle target at 0.499 MOA, and the top left target at 0.57 MOA, and the bottom right target would be the largest 4-shot group at 0.6 MOA. So just about every 4-shot group was under half MOA, which is pretty neat. So now we like to take the diamonds and overlay them on top of each other so we can look at a 25-shot aggregate. In each of these 5-shot groups, we use the same point of aim, and so we can do that. So if we overlay in Photoshop all 5 of these 5-shot groups, then we can see that the mean radius of all 25 rounds or 26 rounds just 0.34 MOA. What does that mean? It means the average group diameter fired out of this gun for the 26 shots fired was 0.68 MOA. You can see that the overall 26 round group is 1.39 MOA. So that's pretty good for 26 shots. The next caliber that we're going to cover is the 223 Remington. We achieved the best accuracy out of the 16-inch barrels with the Huxworks suppressor and the Black Label bipod, and with Berger match ammunition. So the average group size for the 223 for all 5-shot groups was 0.93 MOA, with an average mean radius of 0.34 MOA. You can see that the smallest group fired is the bottom left diamond at 0.82 MOA, followed by the center diamond at 0.83 MOA, and the top right diamond at 0.86 MOA, and then the top left diamond was 1.02 MOA, and the bottom right diamond was 1.17 MOA. So just about every group was at 1 minute of angle or smaller in the 223 in this combination. So pretty awesome. If we analyze the best 4 shots out of each 5-shot group, then our average group size drops from 0.93 MOA down to 0.65 MOA. And the mean radius drops from 0.34 MOA down to 0.25 MOA. So 80% of the time, the 223 is shooting 0.65 MOA, which is pretty awesome. When analyzing the best 4 shots, the top left diamond is the smallest at 0.46 MOA, followed by the center diamond at 0.48 MOA, and the bottom left diamond at 0.61, and the top right diamond at 0.64 MOA, and lastly, the bottom right diamond at 1.1 MOA. So these are clustering pretty tight and doing a pretty good job. If we overlay all 5 of these 5-shot groups into a 25-shot aggregate, then you can see that all 25 shots have an extreme spread of 1.6 MOA. And most of that spread is vertical, likely due to the piston harmonics. It has an overall mean radius of 0.42 MOA. So that's still really phenomenal for a large aggregated group of 25 shots. Lastly, we're going to get into the results of the 308 Winchester. Now, the average accuracy of our 5-shot groups of 308 was 1.27 MOA. The average mean radius was 0.45 MOA. With the 308, we did shoot additional groups because we noticed that the barrel was tightening up the more rounds that we fired. And so we ended up firing 39 rounds of 308 in our groupings. The last 2 groups fired with the 308 produced the best accuracy, the smallest one being 0.67 MOA, followed by 0.86 MOA, and that's the 2 bottom groups. The rest of the group accuracy ranged somewhere between 1.1 MOA all the way up to 1.3 MOA. So all of these groups are still very acceptable for accuracy for a 308 autoloading rifle. Now let's analyze the best 4 shots fired in each group. And as we do that, we notice that the average group size drops from 1.27 MOA down to 0.88 MOA, and the average mean radius drops from 0.45 MOA down to 0.35 MOA. The smallest 308 group size did decrease a little bit when analyzing the best 4 shots at 0.66 MOA, and all of the other groups, with exception of 1, are smaller than 1 MOA when we look at the smallest 4 shots. So that's pretty neat. On average, the best 4 shots out of a 5-shot group, the 308 can produce 0.88 MOA accuracy. When we aggregate the entire group of all 39 rounds fired with the 308, then we get an overall group size of 2.39 MOA, most of that being a vertical spread, again, very likely due to the piston harmonics causing that vertical dispersion. But the mean radius is only 0.53 MOA. So what that means is on average, the group size is 1.06 inches for a 39-shot group. So is the Wolverine more accurate than the MDR? Yes, it is. When we compare the 308 Wolverine to the 308 MDR, then our group size is 19% smaller and the mean radius is 29% smaller. So that means that the 308 is clustering a lot tighter out of the Wolverine than it was out of the MDR, and you can see with this side-by-side comparison that that's the case. The Wolverine on the right shows a lot more tight clustering than the MDR results on the left. In the MDR, we didn't do record accuracy for the other calibers, but if we compared our 6.5 and our 223 accuracy to the other calibers, then the 6.5 we achieved a 52% smaller group size than the MDR 308 and 54% smaller mean radius than the MDR and 308. In the 223 Wolverine, we achieved 45% smaller group sizes than the MDR 308 and 44% smaller mean radius than the MDR and 308. And so you can see that across the board, the Wolverine is more accurate than the MDR. If you want to know how you too can optimize your Wolverine for supreme accuracy like what we did, then watch this video that we produced last week that tells you what we did to optimize these rifles. You can see that we achieved our goal of making a foundation of accuracy in the Wolverine. And there's a lot of potential in this gun, in the conversion kits that we offer, as well as in our gunsmith customizing kits, where you can buy the barrel extension and the gas block, and we give you a barrel print that you can get to your gunsmith, and he'll spin you up whatever caliber you want to test in this platform. So some of our guys are building 6 arcs, some of them are doing 8.6 blackouts. Anyways, and so it gives you the flexibility that you need. If you don't know a gunsmith that will spin you one up, ES Tactical here in Utah, they do this, they've done it for years with the MDR, and they do it for the Wolverine. And so contact Eric and he can get you hooked up with whatever floats your boat. So if you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel so that you can be in the loop with the next content that we release on the Wolverine. Thanks for watching.